Today's going to be a fun episode. We're finally going to deal with this mess of villagers down here and get this system all finished. And by that I mean we're going to be making a villager trading hall. Hey guys, Deathdealer here and welcome back to another episode on the AutoCraft server. This is a server where we plan to automate everything that you can do in vanilla Minecraft, along with having some fun along the way. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I've been meaning to do this project for a while now, but I've been holding out, just gathering some resources and stuff. I had planned on doing something else this episode. I gathered lots of materials for building the base, but we're going to be holding off on that for a little while. Now, there is a few things we need to address. So Rustic dropped off some supplies here. So this is an IOU, gave me some diamonds because he took some iron. Now I had like 10 stacks of iron blocks saved up and he took some for his super smelter project. So yeah, we are now 2 diamond blocks up. I'm also running around with netherite ingots in my inventory. That is a very bad idea. But yeah, I've been slowly getting my iron block supplies back up. It's a slow process. But yeah, speaking of iron, we will be replacing this farm at some point. We're going to be building a massive version of this in the end. Now, to make this villager stuff today, we're going to need a few things. So obviously we're going to need a design for a villager trading hall. We're going to need some zombies for converting the villagers into zombie villagers. We're going to need a potion set up for all that stuff as well. And yeah, this is going to be interesting to say the least. Alright, so I was about to say Wandering Trader. The trading hall design we're going to be using is the design by Logical Geek Boy. There'll be a link to it in the description as always. And yeah, I've just been looking through it and, tallying up some resources we're going to need. Now, obviously, I'm going to need to clear out a massive amount of space for it, because it is fairly large, which we'll be doing underneath here. The only problem is this kill farm is here, so we'll need to go quite low underground for this, and we'll have to excavate quite a large amount of space. So I might temporarily use the Captain's of Industry beacon to help with that process. Besides, we have netherite picks, so yeah, using durability isn't really much of an issue. What is an issue is the materials needed. So I think I need to go to the shopping district to buy, so what was it? I need at least 2 stacks of sticky pistons. I'm probably going to up that to 3. A couple stacks of observers, some redstone lamps, maybe some other light blocks like sea lanterns or something like that, which I should have in stock. And then obviously we're going to need all these supplies for like workstations and things like that, plus all the rail stuff. So why don't we grab our diamonds, head over to the shopping district and buy some materials. Alright, so Rustic has moved his redstone shop from here and to a new location, which is nice. Also, I love this new nether material things. They look so good. But yeah, why don't we go and get some redstone supplies. Now I know he's out of pistons completely, so unfortunately we're going to have to craft some of our own. Like we've got the iron, we've got plenty of iron, we've got plenty of redstone. The most demanding stuff there is the cheapest, so that would be cobble and wood. There is a wood shop we can buy some stuff from over there. So yeah, we can just buy some of that and then get the cobble we need. So Rustic put this shop in the nether, which is quite an interesting take on things. And yeah, it looks quite nice, something simple. But yeah, we need like 2 or 3 stacks of observers. And it's 1 diamond per 16. I took a little bit of crafting the diamonds he left me into, well, just regular diamonds rather than blocks. So let's see, so 1 diamond per 16, so that's 4 diamonds per stack. So 12 diamonds we're going to need. So there's 1 stack. Ah, yikes, it doesn't have enough. Right, okay, so that would be 4, 8, 9 diamonds. Okay, right, that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Alright, we'll see how long this observer supply lasts. If it doesn't last as long, we can always craft more. I do have the blocks and redstone required for this. Why don't we head on over to the wood shop, see what the prices are like and buy some wood. Alright, so we're looking at 1 diamond for 32. Okay, so, how much do we want? Let's maybe get 4 stacks. So that would be 8 diamonds. So, hold on, let me just throw this for now. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 1, 2, 3. There we go, cool. And there we have it, so that's the wood we need. So why don't we sleep for one? So let's do that if I can. There we go. So we still need to go and collect cobblestone, which I think I have some in my strip mine. So let's break this bed, head on over there, and hopefully we have some of that stuff lying around. Alright, so it turns out we had plenty of cobblestone in our supplies here, and I do know for a fact we have some more in these strip mines, which is perfect. So if we need more observers, we can craft them, and we have more than enough cobblestone to craft up the pistons we need. I do realise I never bought any light sources or slime stuff, so I'm just got to go and buy that stuff off camera because we've spent enough time in the shopping district already today. So yeah, when we come back, we can excavate an area down there, plan out where we're going to put all this stuff, and yeah, then we can get this villager situation dealt with. Alright, so I've been putting together a few materials. We've got lots and lots of stuff here, which should be enough to at least make a decent start on this trading hall. Now obviously we still need to clear out a lot of space, which is going to take quite some time. Now what I'm thinking is right below this, is it just me or is that wider that way than it is this way? No, that's just an optical illusion. Alright, so my idea is, basically I want this hole to go down, and then there's going to be 4 points shooting off with trading halls in each. Today we'll just go to work on one of them, and we'll gradually expand it, and then when, you know, we actually have a base up above, we'll seal off this area so that this area back here won't be accessible, but this will just look like a, you know, villager system right here. So yeah, why don't I go down there, start excavating some room, and then we can get started on this thing. Alright, so I was in fact correct. This was, it was odd on one side, so it was 6 blocks wide and then 7 blocks wide here, so I extended it out. And yeah, it kind of looks a bit funny now, so maybe we need to do some changes, I don't know. But yeah, in other news, I have been excavating some space down here, so let's pop on down, like so. And yeah, there we go. As you can see by my status effect up here, we have a beacon set up. It's a Captain's of Industry one. I will dismantle it when I'm finished using it. But yeah, this is the space we have to work with. Now, I measured out the design we're going to use and planned out how many slots I want. So I want 17 slots in each wall. So 17 slots here, 17 slots here. And yeah, this should hopefully not take us all that long to do. Since I've dug out all the space we need, this should be a fairly quick process. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one module first, just so that you guys can see how this thing is going to look, and then I'll start work on the rest of them. With that being said, let's get right into this thing. Alright, so the first module is in place. I'm not entirely sure about the block palette just yet, but this is essentially what it is. So we're going to be building this module a lot, and I thought I'd build the first one and explain how this whole process works. Okay, so imagine this redstone block here. In fact, no, let's not use that. Let us use... Okay, we'll use a sea lantern. Okay, right. So, imagine this sea lantern as a workstation, and behind it on top of this trapdoor is where the villager will stand. Now, these blocks here will have rails on it. This block right here will have an activator rail. Now, what will happen is if this slot is free, well, you know, that thing is down, so the activator rail will be powered. And what will happen is this will be retracted back, the villager will be ejected from the rail, will fall into place, and then we'll activate this circuit right here. Now I do believe this should actually start... Oh. Yeah, I accidentally mined all that stuff, let's just do that. I believe this should start in this position right here. Let's test that. Yes, that appears to be correct. Okay, so it goes in here like so, and then that system just helps with that whole problem. Okay, now, so that's holding the villager. Next, we need to worry about converting the villager. So what will happen is on these blocks back here, I will replace it with something nice. There will be a zombie that will walk back and forth. Now, it won't be able to hit the villagers like this. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to lower them by 1 block so that they can be damaged. Which we will do that by doing this. So whenever we want to convert them, we just pull the lever, they'll go down, they'll be converted, and as soon as they're converted, we'll bring it back up. And then this whole system will update again and everything will be nice and fine. And that's it. That's all there is to this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this block here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started on building this thing. Since I've built one module, this should be fairly quick to do the rest of them, so normally I would turn on hyperspeed build mode, but since 1.16 just came, replay mod isn't quite out yet. In the last episode I said it was, or like Alex got it working. It's only available to replay mod patrons. I need to reinforce that, so my apologies that I made a mistake. Also, this right here is a slime chunk, which may or may not cause some problems. Hopefully it doesn't. Alright, so we're making some progress. We have the lower section of the trading hall in place for this side, so the place where the villagers will stand and where the zombie is kept. I've also put in some stone bricks and lit up the area so that, you know, nothing else will spawn in here, because that could cause problems. And yeah, this is looking quite nice. Now in terms of block palette, I think we've got to try and go with what I've been going for the rest of this section. So your stripped spruce logs for the floor, and just stone and polished andesite walls. And yeah, this should look nice in theory when it's all done. Plus, yeah, spruce trapdoors are also quite nice. Now there is something else I wanted to talk about rather than just doing this in play in progress updates, because that's boring. But if we just come on up here, something kind of happened. So this happened earlier on, but I forgot to mention it. So Rustic came into my base and thought it'd be a good idea to place a few signs. Hello villager, how are you? So I wanted to go around and see if we could find some. So Rustic Dragon is greater than Deathdealer, so that's one. If we come on up here, there's another one right there. So Rustic is best YouTuber, that'll be hard to read. There is another one over here. Rustic is cool dude. Oh, he replaced one of my torches. Oh, bad. There's another one over here by the portal. Subscribe to Rustic Dragon. If we just quickly pop into the nether, there's another one, which is quite funny, so let's do that. Official supporter of Rustic Dragon. Nice stuff, dude. Got quite a bit. Good laugh out of me. So that's that stuff. There is two more that I know about. So that he replaced one of the signs here. Rustic rules. Oh wait, no, there's still another two more after this. There's one here. Rustic is love, rustic is life. And last but not least, beacon base here. There is one in the sheep farm over here. Oh, I fell. Get out of there. Come on. Bah, we prefer rustic over death. Bah. I hate that I made that noise. Right. Nice little break, let's crack on with this trading hall. Alright, so I've made decent progress in this so far. I've actually almost got this section ready. All we need to do now is put the last of the redstone on top, which should be a fairly quick process. If we just pop it up, you can see I've already done it for the rest of these segments. Oh, never mind, I'm missing some flame sticky pistons. I thought I was on a roll. I really did. Worth a shot. Okay, can we reach that from here? Yeah, we can. Cool. Okay, this shouldn't take that much longer. This side is now finished. And yeah, like, the modules themselves, they look fine. I'm just not sure if having the polished andesite as the rail line here. So I might change that out. So what I'll do instead is, I'll build the other modules and then we'll do the decorations last. That would probably be the best thing to do. Also, I should probably see about capturing some zombies. Because yeah, that will help us quite a bit, I think. But yeah, this is going to be great once we get this thing filled in, and then once we replicate this thing on here, here, and here as well. Although, personally, I probably don't think we'll need anywhere near that amount of villagers. But yeah, it'll be good to have. Here's a fun thing as well. This is the first trading hall I've built since 2016. I've went without one for several years, and having one again is going to be fantastic. So as you can see, we have the second side of the trading hall finished. And yeah, it didn't take anyone near as long as it did to build the first one. I got into a bit of a rhythm with it, you know. But yeah, obviously we still need to decorate this thing. We still need to capture 2 zombies and get them safely inside this thing as well. Which, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, but before we can do that, obviously, we need to seal up this section so that the zombies can't escape. And yeah, I just kind of, you know, want to get this back area finished behind this stuff. So all the bits we'll be able to see, so these bits here, behind the glass there, I want all that to have a kind of finished look. Which, to be honest, I think I've just got to go with stone bricks for most of it. well, especially the bits behind the glass and stuff, because stone bricks have a really nice finish. And yeah, let me go and gather some materials, so I don't have all the materials we need for the floor or anything like that, and then we can get this thing all nicely decorated. But yeah, I'm loving the way this is coming together. It's been a long time coming, and yeah, I look forward to doing a lot of trading. Alright, so I've decorated this. Let's get rid of this scaffolding here. Also, my pick is very low in durability. Well, I've still got 230 left. It's quite deceiving. I'm still getting used to these netherite tools. But yeah, obviously it looks quite grey. There's a lot of grey in this build, but to be fair, there's a lot of grey in the rest of this starter base type thing anyways. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. So we mixed in some of the polished andesite, some stone bricks. We didn't actually use any stone here, I felt that that texture just didn't work, and some sea lanterns, since we're using them up there anyways. You can still see through up there. I'm going to leave that for now. I might change it later on. But yeah, I'm happy with this thing. So obviously, I've done this side as well. We still need to put in all of our rails and things, but I'm going to do that later on, because unfortunately we won't be able to get all this hooked up to the breeder this episode, because I need to do some other things. Like, obviously we need an emerald supply. That's one thing. And what we need to do is, before we even send the villagers in here, they need to be sent to a kind of holding chamber, one at a time, where we'll then select the profession and lock them into said profession. And then we send them on through here, and then in here is where we do the conversion, and we get their trades perfect. Which also requires golden apples and potions of weakness, which we can't currently do. Well, yeah, I don't really have much gold. I think Zame has a gold farm, so we might make a deal with him, possibly. Or we could just go mining in the nether, because the gold there is quite good. But yeah, next steps. So I want to get the floor in place. And if we can, we'll see if we can capture some zombies in the meantime. The only problem is I don't have anywhere near enough wood, so I need to go and farm some more. I'm also going to have to replace these levels with, well, because I need to do the blocking beneath them. But I'm going to put a kind of highlighter block here, just to kind of highlight this area a little bit better. But yeah, I'm liking this project so far. Everything is starting to come together. Alright, so I've got the floor in. As you can see, that took me a little bit longer than I wish to admit. But yeah, this is it. So, as you can see, obviously we're going with the same floor style as up top, but we're doing something a little bit different this time. So I wanted something to accent the floor. So we've got quartz. Smooth quartz might look better, but we're just going to go with regular quartz for now. Now, another thing we had to take into consideration was lighting, because as good as torches are, they're far too primitive. So, we have sea lanterns. We've used sea lanterns throughout the rest of the build for lighting, so we might as well do it for this area. I've also done it through here, and we will be doing it throughout the rest of the base area in the near future. But yeah, I'm liking the way this is coming together. However, there is something that is bugging me. So, obviously we still need to do the zombies, which we can't do today. I'm running out of time, and I am very short of recording time this week. So that's why this episode kind of, feels a bit quick. Let's just say I've recorded this entire thing over the course of about 6 hours, which I normally spend about a day and a half. So yeah, this has been a fast one. But yeah, what I'm planning is, obviously we have these walls down here and we have the ceiling. Now we can't leave this plain and flat, because that's just boring. It's alright to have flat ceilings up there, because we don't have much room or stuff to play with, and you can just see villagers popping about. But yeah, in terms of ceiling, I think I'm going to get some redstone lamps here. But I don't have the supplies for that right now. I'll need to go and get a ton of glowstone, and that's just not feasible at the moment. But this end wall, the wall at the end right here, so what I want is, we're going to have to tell this back a couple blocks, so I want the rail line going across here, which should be good, and then I want you to kind of like walk below that and then have like a wall of chests. Yeah, that'll look quite nice, I think. Yeah. You see, this build's coming together quite nicely, and then we can have like a little chest room on each end of the trading hall section, so that we can put all the relevant items we need, all the books we get or whatever, into those chests, so that everything is all nice and organised. We will also have to work out a way to get down here, because obviously once we have the 4 trading halls in place, we can't just use a ladder to get down, so we'll have to devise a new system. To be fair, we might just use elytras, because come on, elytras are cool in there. We're in the end game now, so yeah. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tailor back this wall, put in the rail line, see if we can do chests. Well, we should be able to. I can always grow some more trees, and then we will finish the episode. Alright, so as you can see, we have finished this module. This module? No, this module? Yeah, this is technically a big module full of small modules. Yeah, the roof is certainly interesting. Very ribbed by the looks of things, but yeah, it's nice. So I wanted the roof to be lower down so that you didn't see all of the components behind here all the time. Now what I'll do is, on these blocks here, I'll be placing some redstone lamps so that we don't even need to go in behind here and change that, because yeah, it's less work for us really. And yeah, it looks really cool. That looks like the top of the helmet. Like a helmet a Minecraft character would wear down there. So yeah, it's nice. But yeah, I'm liking this. Obviously, we need to deal with these walls, like how the minecart's going to end up here and stuff like that. So that'll be interesting to say the least. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm happy we've got a good start to this project. It's been really good. So yeah, we've done all this stuff today. We've been doing bits and pieces here and about. And yeah, if you want to see more of this stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below about this episode, about this whole concept of villager trading. Let me know what you think about the idea, and I'll see you guys next time. I'd like to thank you all for watching this episode of the AutoCraft so far. Make sure you go and watch everyone else on the server. On the left hand screen right now, there are 2 videos, one that YouTube wants you to watch and one that I think you should watch. Make sure you go and watch them, and remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully you will enjoy the videos.